For instance, Sönke. What do you think, when are we having the real interactive experience in virtual reality or mixed reality? You pointed it already out with the apprentice that there is head movement, and wherever I look, the asset or the person would look at. I'm not quite sure if everybody understood that, but it's working with eye tracking, right? Mm-hmm. So there's eye tracking in the glasses, or how is that working? Can you just wrap this up, give it a bit of a, introduction to how is it happening? Why? How and when will we get to this point?
I mean, in a way, it's hard to answer that question. On the other side, I would say we are already there in a way. I mean, last week was the OC5 where Oculus presented the new headset. It was called Santa Cruz and is now called Quest, I think. Quest. It's, for those who are not familiar too much with that, it's a 6 degree of freedom headset. It allows you to go through the room without having trackers. It has cameras inside. It is priced at 399 euros, so it's very accessible even for people who are not gamers and have high-end computers in their living room or want to install high-end computers in the living room. So the technology is more or less there. It really depends on the storytellers, on the people who are creating the content for that, and that's something what I wanted to point out in my keynote. It takes time to learn the tools and to digest what you did wrong in the project before and what you do differently in the next project, and that of course needs time. So I wouldn't say we are able to do it by tomorrow if you just drop in some money. Of course you need money to make proper experiences. Sometimes it's the easiest idea and you don't need any money at all and it works. So the best documentaries are a proof of that, but sometimes it makes life easier, even if at least if you deal with new technology. So it's a matter of when is the right idea there and when is there someone who has the energy to realize them, to really bring them into the VR headsets that are already there. And even if you take an Oculus Go, as I see over there are already attachable accessories that make it a 6 degree of freedom headset, even if the quality is not that good as we would like to have it, or we know that it must be there in the future. So it's there. It's a matter of the creatives.
I think I presented the two techniques to generate moving people. So the one which is used right now is to have static scans and then use motion tracking. And the new one is volumetric video. But this volumetric video has a disadvantage that it's not reactive. So you have the pre-recorded movements. And what Sönke already touched is to combine the two methods. And I think that's the next step and where we are also working on, which means to have the volumetric video, but being able to manipulate the human avatars and then have more interaction. And then even combine that with some haptic feedback. So these are the next step. And this will then really give a more realistic interaction in the virtual world.
I probably have the unpopular opinion here, and I'm not a big believer. I confess, I'm not a big believer in photorealistic experiences to be the end, the ultimate mean. I think, for example, when I'm playing Minecraft in VR and I go into a ledge and I just do like this, I do not want to step forward because that's already interactive. I guess it depends on what type of experience you're building. It depends on what's the type of style and artistic style that you want to go for. But I would say that once we get 5G and reduced latency and tactile internet, then things are going to be a lot faster. Things are going to be better independently of the graphics that we have. So,
Yulo, maybe the last words for you. China has been all in the news, like saying they're building new VR arcades, they're building theme parks dedicated to virtual reality. The most insights you have, when do you see all this happening for the mass market and not only one theme park, but like really going there and people can experience interactive games or interactive worlds there, and maybe talk with me on the other side of the world.
From my opinion, actually, China is not very good at technology. Yeah, but Chinese people is really good at to do the marketing and also to organize the resources internationally. Yeah, this is my opinion, actually.
You're too shy.
Yeah. Don't tell this Huawei, Alibaba, whoever they are, Tencent.
Yeah, actually, yes, and
technology.
yeah, and also another very typical personality from the Chinese people that they are working really hard, so they can maybe work 12 hours even more than for a day. And just so this is why Chinese process is always going very fast, and also Chinese government they can get the focus, they can get any hot spot or any hot stuff very very fast, and they can concentrate and invest very fast. Yeah, this is actually the positive stuff in China, but another thing is and also another thing is so for example the protection of copyright right now is improving in China.
Oh,
yeah,
that's good to hear.
Yeah, so
that's really good news.
For
everybody.
example, just half a years ago, so there's an app. There's an app from Tencent. It's called QQ Music. Actually, we use that for to hear to listen to music. Just half a year, I can just download each of songs for free. But from this month, just 3 days ago, you have to pay each songs. You have to pay every songs if you want to download into your smartphone. Mm-hmm. So this is some activity that the Chinese company and Chinese government right now is protecting the copyright. So I think after all these activities, China will be a how can I say that will get involved of Western world, more comfortable than before. This is the first thing. The second thing is there's another sign is Chinese economy is going down right now. It's falling. I think after
it's not increasing as fast as it was in the other last years.
Actually it's falling. It's not.
That's kind of falling for China.
If we talk 3 years or 2 years ago, it just slowed down. But right now it's falling. So I think the most of, especially for the big Chinese company, they will cut their employees number and they will save their energy to concentrate something. Something important for their company. Not only about technical companies, but also, for example, real estate company and also educational company. Each company will do that.
Yeah, but as we saw in your presentations, there are so many cities under construction. So I guess we will. See
this is the opportunity of China, and it appears only in China because of the unbalanced situation. So the East Coast is very developed, but in the West and in the South it's not that developed. So this is why the government invests a lot to move the industry from the East to West. So after that, China will be a developed country, and it will a little bit balanced than before. So this is my opinion. Yeah.
If you want to hear more about this, please use the lunch break now and talk with our panelists. We will come back at 2 p.m. with a presentation of myself. I will give a presentation on digital placemaking, and will basically transfer from the technology we have been hearing this morning to the use cases and what it all means in arts and what is already done, and how to connect us with technology in analog and digital. And I'd say there is the exhibition outside, not only lunch, but there is the exhibition called Sapiens. If you haven't seen that last night, please use the time, go see everything, try to see everything, talk with our panelists, and come back at 2 p.m. And please help me to thank our panel.